Good afternoon, Redneck fans. Welcome to the Redneck channel. If you haven't subscribed, I wish to earn your subscription today. What we're working on is a portable 5,000 watt Briggs & Stratton standby, not a standby, but a portable generator that I can use. And we've gotten burned a couple times here in Texas. I lost power 9 hours last summer. 8 hours when we were close to zero, then on for 20 minutes, and then off for another 3 hours, and so on. It got a little better, but what we're doing is probably something I won't very rarely need, but I am putting a generator into my panel. I wanted to show you what I'm doing. So what we've got here, I am a little tight on room. I've already converted a lot of these larger breakers to twin smaller breakers, and then you have the 220 breakers up on top, 220, 240. Now, what I've done is I have an AC compressor that has the 30 amp that I need for this project. So what I did is I disconnected the compressor from being hardwired, ran a new 10-3 plus extra ground up into an outlet. This outlet you can see the green screw goes to the bare ground, red is a golden screw head, other side is a silver screw head, where is it, on the bottom for white, and another gold for the other hot leads, so black and red are hot. So what I'm going to do is use that as my 30 amp universal feed, both in and out, depending on the situation of the panel. Now what we've done here, my big 80-gallon compressor only requires a 10-2 with ground, separate ground, and you can see it's connected here. The white is in this case hot. So in order to eliminate any confusion, when I go to put this is going to have a coil wire, and then it'd be back a cord to the actual compressor. Here's my 3 conductor. The white will in essence become red up here, so I flagged it with a piece of red tape. Of course, you have your green screw, is your bare ground, your white. In this case, instead of being a white head screw, it's going to be gold because it's going to be hot. And then the other side is black, and it'll have a gold screw as well. So what we got going on is that. Then here's the one coming from outside that I haven't put an end on yet, but it'll have another end like this, except all 4 wires will be connected. You'll have the 2 gold screws with a black and red, and then the white will be a white screw, the green will be bare ground. And outside here is my feed. Now it's completely weatherproof for in use only, and you can see it's got the recessed male for the cord to be plugged in. This will end up screwing to some screw holes I've already drilled, and I can't get it out. It's a little stuck right now, but the black and red both go to gold screws. The green head screw goes to the bare ground, and the white or the silver screw goes to white. So what this will allow me to do, this has got a larger cover called a Code Keeper, which they're hard to find. But I managed to get a hold of a couple over the years, and I really like them. They stick out like crazy, but you can leave your cords plugged in the rain and it'll never trip. So as you can see, I plugged my my feed cord in, that other end will go to the generator, and you can see it fills up that box pretty good. But it's got a 4-prong, and it's a twist lock to the right. Twist lock to the right. Okay, so what I'm doing is stripping out this wire, and what we've got going is we have a strip gauge on the side, which is about a 1/2 inch long or so on the white, and that's pretty much where we need to be. 1/2 to 5/8, maybe a little longer, and it might be 3/4, but I didn't physically measure it with a stick. So we got your gold screw, that'll be a hot one. Silver goes to white. Gold will be the red, and green is bare ground. Again, we'll get 10-3 with ground. Hook it up to this. So in essence, we will have a cord going from this outlet to the outside for the generator if it is to be used, and this one is going to the compressor for normal usage. Now this is not the code, but it's relatively safe. And when I say relatively is, the way the generator works, the generator starts with a female and goes to male. So that's why we end up with this end on the inside. So if this is not plugged in first and you accidentally touch it, it would be hot from the generator. So you need to unplug the compressor and then plug this, turn off your breakers, all of them, main off and everything else off. Then your main would be dead anyway, but you don't want to backfeed to the grid from your generator. So you turn your main off and all your others off before you start making power, and then you're going to have to compute what you want to work with, like might be a furnace and refrigerator, and then go from there. A 5,000 watt will not run air conditioning unless it's a small unit, but you could get a larger generator for a 30 amp will hold, according to my calculation, up to 7,200 watts, because it's volts times amps equals watts. So 240 times 30 gives you your total of 7.